so we're going to do this properly. I'm going to home the machine. I'll take it up first quickly manually, and then I'll get the machine to home itself. I step over here out the way. Got a way to go. Some of you may already have seen on my earlier videos where I was setting this up with Mach 3 how to home. I'll just recap on that. There's 3 sections here that's used in Mach 3 turn. This first one here, if I pressed Z or X there, it would make the home of the machine wherever this carriage is. You'd use that if you didn't have limit switches or homing switches. The central one here is the one we're going to use now for the machine to automatically home itself. And we'll do that right now. And incidentally, this end one here, that is to set up or tell Mach 3 what position and how big the job is in the chuck. So, okay. So we will now switch this coordinate system on, and we'll say we want you to home the X. If you watch the X here, and it will come out slowly. And then home the Z. It's preferable to home the X first, so you pull the carriage out of the way from coming down, and you may have a chuck in here with something in it. So you don't want to go bashing into anything. So, okay, the machine is homed now, so it knows its limitation. It knows its work envelope now, so I'll bring it back down here now. Everything still looks a little dark there to me, but hopefully you're picking this up. So we're going to put this tool in here now. Nice and square. Nick these down, lock these down. Okay, so now I just want to check to see how tight. I'm sure it is. Straight from the factory. But I'd like to check anyway. Yep, that's fine. So now we're going to level this up. And so now we're going to get this to the center height of the material, so it cuts without leaving a little dimple there. Alright, so I'll swap the cameras around a bit now. Okay, so I've locked the tool post up there now, so we're going to take a very, very small cut. Actually, the jog is a little bit too quick, so I'm going to slow the jog up. Okay, try that. Well, that looks pretty good to me. So we're going to call that one good. Nothing there at all. and it wasn't too high. So I'll show you then. No, I'll have to move the camera again now to show you what I'm going to do. This is an interesting tool. Oh, if I can get it in the camera. I use these type a lot, especially when you're working on a profile. Now I can't put it in that way, so I've got to put it in this way and set it in to the tool post that way, clamp it up, then set the center height, then turn the tool around the opposite direction so it will fit in here, because this won't change. I'll show you what I mean now. So I'm going to set the tip of this tool onto the center of the material here. If I can do that with it getting my head in the way too much. It's way too high at the moment by what I can see. Okay, so I'm going to slacken this off, so we can run the tool further down. Even a little further. Lock it up there. Take it in a little closer so I can see. And we're going to do a cut just to make sure. So I'll bring it out. And take it down. Okay. Take a small cut. That's okay. Let's just move the tool out a bit. Ooh, little tiny dimple. So we want to go up or down? I can't see. Actual fact, we need to go down very, very slightly. Let's try that cut again. Better if we were cutting something. Perfect. So now, same thing again. Now we know we're correct, we just take this little lock nut down, tighten it up, undo this. Let me take the camera out a bit first. Okay. Take the tool out. Now, so what I can do now, because this tool is normally used on this face here. It can be used on the end face too, but not normally. So when we undo it, take them out, change them around. Tighten them up. That's another thing I like too, is the part numbers are on everything. Okay, so the part numbers are on everything, so you know exactly what you've got, what you're getting, and it's the right one. You don't have to go overboard tightening these up either. So now you can swap over, put him there, and he's exactly accurate. So now we can use him on the face here. Yeah, we got it here. We may as well give it a little cut. Look at the finish on that. It's like glass. Decent tools, decent lathe, or decent equipment should I say. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I hope you liked that little bit of a video showing how to put a quick change tool post on and how to set the tools up, or the cutters up, in the quick change tool post holders. A bit of a tongue twister, and yeah, it cuts perfectly. I'm very, very happy with it. And in the months to come, you know, we'll get to actually making something worthwhile.